All right, so I told you on this study ball, we are going to take a look at Patrick Mahomes' 12 interceptions, and we're going to break down why each of them happened. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and dive in. Okay. Haven't really looked at these much, but let's see what we got. Okay, so it looks like we've got a play over here, what I call otter. Okay, so which is out and a corner over here. So he's looking for the out. Feels like the corner down here, jumps it. The corner route gets banged by the linebacker, and then they're going to work back into the middle. Okay, so Patrick there works back into the middle right here. He's getting Roquan Smith to go this direction. Got a guy in his face, right, trying to throw it over the top of a defensive tackle that's right on top of him and doesn't quite get what he wants on the ball. I'm not sure he's getting it there anyways. If it's a good throw, does Roquan Smith come back and still steal this? You see the window that's there, although a tight window. I'm going to bank on if he can step into the throw and make it, that he probably completes this pass instead of an interception. But again, we're going to see why. One and two aren't there. Getting to number 3, which is the right place to be with the football at this time, and he gets pressure in his face. Ball doesn't go where he wants it to. Good diving catch by Roquan, and there's interception number 1. And we can easily look at that play and just say, bad decision. Patrick, you got guys in your face. There's not a real big window there. Just throw it into the ground or take the sack. I get it, right? So you can decide who you put that on, but there's a lot of factors there. It wasn't just Patrick Mahomes making a bad decision, standing in the pocket all alone and just throwing a bad pass and a bad decision on that play. Okay, here's one that we'll put it on Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so they're coming out. Not really sure what the read specifically is on this play, but what I know is that oftentimes you come back and what happens is they're running Tampa 2. So in Tampa 2, we like to attack the void in Tampa 2. And good Tampa 2 teams are all based off of these two players right here. Okay, so back in the day, Rondé Barber, and that was Derek Brooks with the Tampa Bay team that made Tampa 2 famous, because they know when this guy runs out of here, the void in the defense is right over the ball. So those guys are taught that they basically have to cover 2 zones. They have to cover their normal zone, which is the hook zone, and then they have to try to cheat this to the middle off the quarterback's eyes so they can try to make some plays like this. So I'm guessing what Patrick's doing here is he sees the mic, get out of there. He wants to go here to Travis, and he's reading this guy right here, okay? Because it's hard to see guys on both sides, but he sees this guy, and he's working that guy to the left, and then he's going to take Travis Kelce down the middle. Problem is, guy on the backside does a great job. This is great defense here because he's in his hook area, but he's reading the eyes of Patrick Mahomes. So as Patrick goes to throw this, he turns and makes a play and undercuts it, right? So again, I'm going to put it on Patrick because we got to know that. We got to see those bodies. It's just hard to see those bodies. When you're trying to work the guy on the front side, hard to see the backside guy as well, but we've got to see it. So you chalk it up to Patrick, maybe a bad decision here, late decision here, and a good play by the backside linebacker doing exactly what he's supposed to do in Tampa 2, reading the eyes of Patrick for the interception. All right, on my video, this was the play that I was talking about right here. I mean, this is a play. We're going for the go route, one-on-one. Okay, most situations, this is going to hit the ground. It's going to be knocked away, worst case scenario, whatever. Cam Taylor-Britt reaches up with his right hand and snags this thing out of the air for an interception, right? Not on Patrick Mahomes, not really on the receiver. That is just a great play by the defensive back for that interception. So already we've got 3 interceptions. First one, I'm going to say because of the situation around and the pressure in his face, it forced him to make a bad throw, which led to the interception. Second one, I'll put that on Patrick. Bad decision in that situation. And then the third one, great play by the defense. So we got 3 interceptions right there for 3 distinctly different reasons to start the season or to start this tape. Okay, here's that same play that we talked about before. Okay, so this is the quick out here. in the corner. Okay, so we're going to read this corner defender right here. This corner turns his hips. Good read by Patrick right there. He does that. You see, the ball's already out of Patrick's hands. He's got a guy coming in his face, so the ball's already out of his hands right here. Now, this is intercepted by the safety. Okay, so this one, again, is going to be on Patrick, but it's not because it was a bad decision. This was the right decision, but it was a bad throw. Where do we throw this? Now, I could put this a little bit on the receiver too, and this is where everything becomes so finite in playing football and in the NFL, is that I don't want this guy to come out at a flat angle here because he allows the corner to be involved. What I want is I want him to go to the back pylon so I can throw it to a spot in the back pylon, and it's hard for the corner to fall off and get it, and it's hard for the safety to go get it because he can't undercut it. This ball is left too far back inside, so it allows the safety to be able to make the play. I'd like to see a little higher angle with the receiver, but more importantly, Patrick has to understand down here on the 10-yard line, right? We don't have the luxury of fitting it in. We've got to lay this thing up and over, lay it to a spot once you get the read off the corner, and let your guy go get it. So it's either your guy or nobody. He leaves this ball back to the inside, a little bit short. Safety does a nice job of picking it off. So we've got 4 interceptions right there for 4 completely different reasons. And only one you would really put on Patrick saying, okay, bad decision. You're not seeing it. You don't know what you're doing. Nope. Just one so far of the first 4. All right, another one, just a bad throw. So here we go again. We've seen Patrick Mahomes make this throw a million times, right? You could say, man, it's tight. It's in between 3 bodies right here. So you got to be perfect with the throw. Misses another throw high. Boom, up over the top. Corner does a nice job of midlining it as well, right? So if this guy turns and runs with this deep corner here the whole time and we throw this ball, it's incomplete. Corner does a great job of holding off the deep corner, eyes back to the quarterback. When the quarterback throws it, he's able to come off the deep defender and make a play on the football. Interception number 5. All right, here we go. I was talking about my son having some of these. This is it, right? Good throw, right on the money. We can say should be caught, but now here's a DB, bang, bang. Right as he's getting into his body, bang. Ball goes up in the air. Big defensive lineman comes popping out and snags it with one hand, right? Like, okay, that's on nobody. That's just bad luck where we talked about touchdowns to interceptions, right? This is the difference. This went from what very easily could have been a touchdown to an interception on the exact same play because of just good defense, you can say. Unfortunate that it didn't hit the ground. Good play by the big defense. Whatever you want to say, there's interception number 6. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Another tip, right? I said my son had 5 of these happen. Defensive linemen pick it off. Boom, they tap it up in the air to themselves. All of those different things. So here's 2 by Patrick Mahomes in the same manner. One hits his receiver in the hands, pops in the air. One just comes off a defensive lineman, right? And he's throwing it out here, throwing it to the right guy. The decision is right. All of those things, yet a defensive lineman throws the hand up and picks it off himself. Interception number 7. All right, here's interception number 8. All right, you tell me. Okay, we're in this position right here when Patrick is throwing it. Would you throw this? And again, I don't know if you've ever played quarterback, but if I'm playing quarterback, I'm throwing this. This ball is coming up and over the top. The defender drops underneath it on a deep corner route. We're throwing a touchdown angle. I'm laying it up over the top, and I expect to get a huge play on this because my guy beat his guy. Yet, here we go. Feet clank together, clink, clank. He goes down. The DB is able to run through it without having to go through the wide receiver here. Makes a nice catch. Interception number 9. Oh, guess what? Here we go. Going to throw it. Okay, so he's trying to throw it Up over the top here to Travis Kelce. It's going to be one-on-one on the Mike linebacker there, but it's tipped once again at the line. Ball goes up in the air. This DB's just standing right here, fair catching this one. Easy interception. Is it a bad play by Patrick Mahomes? Did he do the wrong thing here? Just unfortunate. Third interception off of a tipped pass by Patrick Mahomes. Oh, all right. So coming out, looking right here. I don't know, maybe he can take that right there. So we say maybe that's a misread because instead of taking that one, he pulls it back. And then you're going to see this guy comes open, right? As he's having to buy time right here. He's going to the right guy right here, but he gets hit as he's going to throw it. And again, you can put this on Patrick Mahomes because you can say, well, he missed his first read, so now he had to prolong it. Now the pressure gets there, and now he tries to make a play again that we've seen him make a million times, but going down, can't get what he wants on it, flips this thing up over the top for an easy interception by the safety. And again, we'll put this on Patrick Mahomes without a doubt because, right, these are situations where you get it. You're trying to make a play. A lot of guys try to make plays, but you can't do it, right? If you can't finish the throw, then it's going to be on you because you launch this thing too high, trying to make a play, and it becomes an interception. All right, this one's going to be a little different when I talk about scenarios. Okay, now you find yourself down 2 scores late in a game. So now you have to take some chances as a quarterback that you wouldn't normally make. So you find yourself 5 minutes to go in the game, you're down 2 scores, you can't just throw checkdowns. You can't always just make the easy completion. Sometimes you've got to make the tougher throw and the tougher play. So they're down 2 scores, I think 9 points at this point. And so he buys time and he's seeing everything right? Great job here. He turns, he's trying to hit this window as they've done a million times. The ball's going to be there to make a catch. And the linebacker does a nice job of spinning, reading this, and then turning his head at just the right time and making a nice snag for the interception. But Patrick's got to push it down the field, right? We can sit here and circle this guy and go, hey, check down's open, throw it to the check down. I get it, but you're not winning games throwing it to the check down in this scenario against Buffalo. You've got to take some chances. Patrick will take some chances because he's going to play to win. He's going to go down swinging. Just a good play by the defense, maybe a little bit late on a scramble, which is going to happen numerous times. And I think that's interception. I guess that's interception number 12, the last interception that he threw on the season. So I just wanted you to go show. Now, you watch that, and if you were one of those in the crowd that said, Patrick's not playing well because he's got 12 interceptions and he leads the National Football League, go back and look at those 12 plays, and you tell me how bad Patrick Mahomes is playing based on just those 12 plays and the scenarios that I just showed you.